Hello guys, today we discuss about combined speed limit of vehicle insurance in USA. A combined single limit, combined property damage, liability coverage and bodily injured coverage under one single combined limit. For example, an insured driver with a combined single liability limit strike and other vehicle and injuries the driver and the passenger. Payment for the damage to the other driver's car, as well as payment for injuries claims for the driver and passenger would be paid out under the same coverage. Speed limits. A split limits liability coverage policy splits the coverage into property damage coverage and bodily injuries coverage. In the example given above, payment for the other driver vehicle would be paid out, out under property damage coverage, and payment for the injuries would be paid out under bodily injury coverage. Bodily injury liability coverage is also usually split into a maximum payment per person and a maximum payment per accident. The limit are the often expressed separated by slashes in the following form: bodily injury per person, bodily injury per accident, permanent property damage. For example, California requires the minimum coverage $15,000 for injury death to one person, $30,000 for injury death to more than one person, $5,000 for damage to property. This would be expressed as $15,000, $30,000 and $5,000. Another example, in the state of Oklahoma, drivers must carry at least state minimum liability limit for $25,000, $50,000 and $25,000. If an insured driver hit a car full of people and is found by insurance company to be liable, the insurance company will pay $25,000 of one person medical bill, but will not exceed $50,000 for other people injured in the accident. The insurance company will not pay more than $25,000 for property damage in repair to the vehicle that is the insured one hit. In the state of Indiana, the minimum liability limits are $25,000, $50,000, $10,000. So there is a great property damage exposure for only carrying the minimum limits. Rental coverage. Generally, liability coverage purchased through a private insurer extend to rental cars. Comprehensive policies fully coverage usually also apply to this coverage. However, cannot apply to rental car because the insurance company does not want to assume responsibility for a claim greater than the value of insured vehicle, assuming that a rental car may be worth more than insured vehicle. Most rental car companies offer insurance to cover damage to the rental vehicle. The policies may unnecessary for many customers as credit card companies such as Visa and MasterCard now provide supplemental client damage coverage to rental cars. If the rental transaction is processed using one of their credit cards, these benefits are restrictive in terms of the types of vehicle covered. Many require car insurance to rent a car. Full coverage. Full coverage is the term commonly used to refer to the combination of comprehensive and collision coverage. The term full coverage is actually misnomer because even within traditional full coverage insurance there are many different types of coverage, and many responsible insurance agents or brokers do not use this term when working their clients. Most financial lenders in the United States require the financed vehicle to have collision coverage and not just liability coverage in order for the financial institution to cover their losses in case of an accident. Insurance requirement vary beautiful financial institution and each state. Minimum deductibles and liability limits would be outlined in the loan contract. Failure to carry the required coverage may lead to the owner urgently required to only carry liability. In some cases, vehicle finance through a buy here, pay here car dealership in which the consumer finance a car and pay the dealer directly without a bank may require comprehensive and collision depending on the amount on for the vehicle. Collision. Collision coverage provide coverage for vehicle involved in collisions. Collision coverage is subject to deductible. The coverage is designed to provide payment to repair the damaged vehicle or payment of the cash value of the vehicle. If it is not repairable or totaled, collision coverage is optional. However, if you plan on financing a car or taking a car loan, the lender will use insist you carry collision for the financial term or until the car is paid off. Collision damage or loss damage waiver is the term used by rental car companies for collision coverage. In fact, with a pedestrian has been ruled in prior court cases as a collision with an object and is considered a collision claim. Thank you.